Hey, what's up, everybody? This your guy Darnell Tate. I am so excited about being here today with my co-host, Miss
Felicia Wood.
Alicia Woods. Listen to that. This is our routine thing. I just like to mess with you. You know how I do.
You
Like
do.
it's really ridiculous because I remember the day and I remember the hour. Yes, how you used to say Felicia Woods.
When I used to put that, I tried to soften it up now, right?
Oh yeah. Try to get a little softer spin to it.
Softer side.
I know y'all tired of me doing that every time, but it just tickles me every time that she do it because my mind just go back how she used to. I guess you were nervous. Yo, yeah, I promise you, like we do this stuff really kind of break the ice because we be getting on each other's nerves before we get
We
started.
do. Okay, if you can only see behind the scenes, I'm like, go ahead and get it started so he can get his mood together. He be having
We-
mood swings.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about mood swings. We're gonna talk about that. Because surely I think my nephew would love to have a lot to say about that part.
I bet he would.
But anyway, this has definitely have been a wonderful day. And
It has been.
yeah, we got to get us a new helper out, or in the words of Larry Reed, because the guy behind it, I don't know what to say about RJ.
We're gonna have to pray for him. Just please keep him lifted in prayer.
Please do. Like we're gonna have to teach him how to focus more.
Yes. Focus on me.
Well, he's definitely learning. I have to give it to him. He's doing a great job helping us produce the show. I have to give the man the credit.
Yeah.
I want to say man. He know he think he's a
Young man.
Young.
Young man.
Yeah.
Clock it.
But man, we got a great topic on tonight.
Oh, I can't wait.
I know. I think this gonna be one subject I'm gonna sit back and you probably will do more talking than me.
I don't know now. You never know.
Ah, I did it.
That's your signature.
You know, like when something is like really good to me, like I think that's the church part out of me.
That's what I was gonna say. You
Yeah.
tell that you a preacher stuff because that's what they do when they start getting good to them, like
Because like it's kind of like good information is kind of like eating good food.
yes it is.
Yeah, and you know when food is really good, like you either you saying something.
That's
like,
what I did before we start recording. Because the food was so good.
Hey, before we get started, we want to definitely. This is a belated situation, and we didn't get a chance to really post. Usually, I'm the one trying to create the birthday post stuff like that. But my job sometimes have me in a position where I just can't focus completely on this, and I just hope that one day we can have the funds to pay people to say, hey, can you do this, do that,
Right.
and we can move forward with what we're doing. But I want to wish my co-host a happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you. Look at you trying to be nice.
I know, right?
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And RJ picks on us how much we talk about how we've been friends for so long, but
Yes.
I'm seriously happy about the length of time we've been friends.
Same
A
here.
lot of people can't say that, so
No.
it's definitely a blessing.
It is.
And we joke about it like I'm gonna grow old with you.
Well, it looks like we're doing that.
Definitely gracefully.
Yes, we are aging gracefully.
I may be grayed out, but I don't look like somebody granddaddy.
Because that grade is coming in over here. We got a few extra pounds on us and stuff, but won't he do it?
But those extra pounds come from bad relationships, but that's a whole nother story.
Like so the weight fluctuates. It's on the up note right now. Because most of the time they be like, well, when somebody get to eat, they be like, they must be happy. So I'm gonna say I'm happy right now. Ain't nothing bad going on right now.
I don't know why they say that.
Well,
I get it, but you can't always say because somebody gaining weight that is.
Well, in my case, when I get involved with people, we like to go out and eat.
Big back.
We turn in some big backs. When we meet each other, we smaller, but time is all over with. We up gain a few extra pounds and stuff, and then that's when you look in the mirror like, what? Look like what happened?
Definitely so.
You have to try to get out the shop. Like, oh my God, who is this?
I can see that. I can definitely see that
because it's
yeah.
like when you are into the person that you're dealing with. You're not even worried about the few extra pounds and stuff. I think you don't start focusing on that till you have gotten single this over with. You be like, oh man, because see now you back on the market.
Mm.
And you know you want
I
to get
think
yourself together,
you know what? We're gonna change it in our next relationship.
but like we're gonna start counting calories, okay?
No.
Counting calories.
Look,
Get our
we're
stuff
not gonna eat
together.
and lay down. We're gonna eat, then go work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that right there. And I remember, like, for real, like, we used to get through eating. Mama used to kick us out the house to go outside and play.
Yeah, because you used to run it. I burn it darn.
Yeah,
You would
yeah.
burn them
So that's what we're
calories.
gonna do. When we get through eating, we're gonna run out and go
Look,
play.
I'm not running nowhere.
Then she be before the camera start, be asking us how big she look on the camera.
Because I'm looking kind of swole.
I mean, but she don't want to run. She don't, she
I'm
want
not
to.
running. I leave that running to you. You like to run on Sundays,
And I don't mind. That's my worship.
You,
My worship
you like to get
is
your
for
laps
real.
in.
My worship is for real. I'm gonna keep on.
Yeah.
Yes.
I run errands.
Yo,
That's it.
this don't make no
What?
sense, y'all. This is the God's no truth. She texts me every Sunday. So you didn't run today?
I be sitting back watching. I be look 5.
I can't wait till she experience something chasing her, but she can't explain how it feels. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, people be chasing me and things be chasing me. Trust.
They ain't healthy for you, emotionally or mentally. We're about to talk about greed on tonight.
Yeah, for the love of money.
For the
greed.
love of money, yeah.
And the OJ's for the love of money.
I don't remember that song, but
yeah.
No way you talk about me. It's funny, like I have this conversation with people and they always say, the Bible says that that money is the root of all evil.
Right.
But that's not actually what the scripture says.
Break it down, preacher.
Well, this ain't the break it down, it's simple reading.
No.
It says
No.
the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's crazy how people just fall in love with it like that. I understand, because it can get you things, get you in places, it gets you clout, it gets you a level of respect that you probably couldn't get if you just, your regular self.
Exactly.
Yeah. But these folk be acting foolish.
Yes, they be doing the most because, you and I were talking the other night when we came up with this. And, I love my soap opera Beyond the Gates.
Yes, you do.
And, I was talking about 2 particular characters on there. Bill Hamilton, who's a lawyer, and Haley Hamilton, which she's his wife now, but he was already married time she came in the picture. And she was acting like she was his daughter's best friend, but he cheated on his wife with her and then they got married. But here's the thing. He's wrapped up into her, but Haley's not even her real name.
Whoa.
She liked to run schemes and scams and things of that nature, go after rich men. So what she's trying to do is she's trying to get his money, but she wants him dead. So she's been poisoning him slowly. Now, here's the thing, greed.
Yeah.
Right now, this man gave her a black card and everything. She has everything at her fingertips, and it's still not enough. So when I started talking to them, I was thinking about them like, that's a good example because, so he made a will out for like, I don't know, like some billions of dollars. So, she's trying to get rid of it so she can get that as well. But there's a lot of people that they go after people for their money and love is not involved in it. And it's amazing. You see a person's true colors when it comes down to divorce and death.
It does. That is true.
You do. If you think about it. They love you so much. They crazy about you. Even be in the church, brother son, sister son, and get all these praises. Just like somebody can sit here and die, and they can leave them some money, and that's still not enough. They go after things that don't belong to them.
That's wild. You know,
It is.
but just it's like we live in a society that things are never enough. It's like
Right.
um and I say this often, if we're gonna judge like what is the bigger sin,
Mm-hmm.
what's a lesser sin, if
Right.
for some reason we've been trained to have that mentality, but come down to right or wrong.
Right.
But greed is the base of almost everything.
It is.
You know, I know we was taught there was unbelief and stuff like that, but
Mm-hmm.
greed is like where everything is. It's like me in a conversation, and I do a whole lot of thinking.
You do.
And I was thinking about the situation with Adam and Eve, and I want to say this: like, let's be honest, Adam nor Eve had a um perspective of what was right and what was wrong.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so, because they didn't have a point of reference, to judge them harshly like we have always done,
Right.
is really doing them a disservice.
Mm-hmm.
Like who says that heat was hot? You had to touch it to realize it.
Exactly.
Some people got burned. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, oh, don't touch that,
Mm-hmm.
and they pass the information on because they have a point of reference.
Right.
And if you look at, like, I've been burnt myself, so I got a
Yeah. So.
scar. So
Yeah.
even if you look at my hand, you're like, oh, what happened? And I can
Mm-hmm.
explain to you and give you a point of reference because of my experience.
Exactly.
So, one thing about it was like God put Adam and Eve in a place where they had everything they wanted,
They sure.
everything that they needed.
Right.
But he told them, say, hey, I placed this tree of good, of knowledge and evil. I hope I'm pronouncing right or saying it right. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay,
You're
because I know
doing
y'all
great.
gonna text me.
Doing great.
But the tree of knowledge of good and evil
Right.
was the only thing they could not touch.
Right.
But there was a point where there was a servant that came and,
Mm-hmm.
talked to Eve about what she was looking at.
Mm-hmm.
What catch my attention about that story is how comfortable she was talking to that serpent.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something that she must have been doing on a regular. Because just
Exactly.
think about it. Something
Mm-hmm.
that you're not familiar with,
Yeah.
you're not gonna have no conversation with.
No.
You're not gonna fool with.
Well,
I
you're
don't
not
care
gonna be.
how
You're
cool
not
you
gonna
are
be
with
too quick.
people.
Yeah.
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 You could be just down to earth type of person,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not gonna be like so quick to
Yeah.
have a constant dialogue with somebody you really don't know. It's like a high and by situation. You're moving forward, stuff like that. But what he got her was like, hey, I know you can have all of this right here,
Mm-hmm.
or you do have all of this right here.
Mm-hmm.
So he presented something to her, and she presented to Adam something that had everything else except for that.
Exactly. Exactly.
So that was to me, the first revealing of greed.
Right.
Because even though you had everything that was pertaining to your life,
Mm-hmm.
you still weren't satisfied because you didn't have that one thing.
Yeah.
And it kills me. Like sometimes people don't realize, like we have government officials, which we not gonna name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, I'm telling you what bothers me, because I was thinking about this, is how we have people who defend people who are greedy.
Oh yes. Keep on.
You defend them like, well, that's their right. That's their right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, wait.
Oh God.
You telling me
There's
it's their
so
right
many.
to rob from the less to make
Mhm.
themselves more?
Exactly.
Like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how much money do you need?
It is. Yeah.
I can go with another Bible story.
Go ahead.
When David took Bathsheba and had her husband killed,
Mm-hmm.
David had a whole bunch of concubines and other wives he was married to, but he wanted that one woman right there.
Yeah.
Like, it was never enough.
Yeah.
So you have to have a man killed so you can have that woman
Yeah.
because of who you were.
Yeah.
That itself. Then you force her to marry you. That really, let's think about it.
Yeah.
That was forced.
Yeah. But
because a person of your stature.
But like, when I think about Eve and Adam, to me, there's an innocence, like you said, there
Definitely.
compared to some people. Because like when it come out of wheels, when somebody dies, you know, you already done had your conversations most likely with that person, how things were supposed to go. But then and like I said, and you already receiving things, and you would think that they'll be sufficient enough for you, but you want to go after what belongs to somebody else.
That is, especially,
and you're not ignorant. Yeah, you're not. It's not a thing. And you not knowing, not having knowledge of what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing.
But
And it's jealousy on top of that.
I wish I could say something.
Say what?
Especially when you have access to everything else
Amen.
and it's yours,
Mm-hmm.
but you want that.
Yeah,
That doesn't make sense to me.
it does, and I'll never understand it.
It's just really, let me say it right. It's just like we go into another country
Mm-hmm.
and we claim it's because one thing, but we actually want their resources.
That's going on now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's going on now.
Yeah.
And you got fools who defended that behavior
Yeah.
because we have been painted a picture. You rather believe that picture
Mm-hmm.
because you want to think that thing is good,
Yeah.
but it's really not. But
Right.
I say this, and this may be the preach out of me. Everything that's good is not God. Everything bad is not the devil.
I, I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah,
I do.
because if I tell you no, I'm like the bad person, right?
Right.
So when I block you from things that you shouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you don't eat that cookie. Like, say if you was a child, say, hey, you don't eat
Yeah.
that cookie. You need to eat something more healthier. You know, they're gonna give you more strength. You don't think
Mm-hmm.
I'm the bad person because I'm not giving you your desire. So you know, to
Exactly.
you that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
But because I placate to your need, I mean your wants,
Right.
excuse me. You think I'm the good person. I'm the best
Exactly.
thing. You know, I'm the
Mm-hmm.
cool. I'm the down to earth. You know, all that type of stuff. So everything that presents to you good is not always God, and everything presents to you bad is
Mm-hmm.
not always the devil. And
Exactly.
because things are placating to, let me use that word again, placating to
Mm-hmm.
your desires
Mm-hmm.
and your belief systems
Right.
does not make this anything to do with God at all.
Exactly.
But this whole thing about like wanting something extra that you don't need.
Mm-hmm.
I had a conversation with a friend because to me that's a form of bullying.
Yeah.
To me, like, and it's amazing how we love bullies.
Yeah. Glorify them.
We worship them. Not me or
Yeah.
you, but
Same here. Yeah.
the
But there
culture.
are
Like
people.
we
Yeah.
worship people that are bullies. Like we
Mm-hmm.
think that because they can go and just rape and not get
Get caught.
get called or killed or
Yeah.
persecuted. You know what I'm saying? Or prosecuted. That's the word I was trying.
Yeah.
I said persecuted,
Well, hey,
prosecuted. Y'all know what I'm
I'm
talking
sure
about.
somebody else to pronounce it the same exact way you just did. Somebody understood you. You speaking somebody language. It's all right.
I heard somebody they couldn't say the word risen. They said rising.
Yep.
You know, like
Yeah, he has risen.
he ain't rising
Yeah.
from the grave.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, it's one of them things like it is a form of bullying because you bogarting your way into or take it from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You take it from somebody who may not even have the power to speak. Right. So like these folk crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And every day, man, folk is taking. I think about why in the world we're gonna have a leader gonna say, well, we as a country don't have enough money to pay for child care or
Mm-hmm.
health care,
Yeah.
but we got enough money to bomb another country.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can miss me with that one.
Yeah.
We don't have enough money to fix the roads in our waterway infrastructures, our
Mm-hmm.
communication infrastructures, but we have enough money to go take away somebody else's leader and try to
Mm-hmm.
place somebody else over there.
Right.
That's bullying, man.
It is.
And we look at that as a form of strength. Only reason why people can able be greedy like that when they have people who support their foolishness.
Yeah.
They have a whole team because they think they're gonna get something out of that deal.
Mm-hmm.
But you like most greedy people, they got some up their sleeve. They ain't even give you nothing.
No, they're not. Not at all. You know, it's sad how people sit there and they will study somebody.
Mm.
They will study them, and then they like that surfing, slither their way on in.
Yeah, yeah. And one thing about surfing, let's be honest about it. Like, a rattlesnake only shake his rattles when it's in fear.
Yep, that's true.
So you never know that rattlesnake is around if it's not scared. So the whole time around, like you got snakes in your life, and you don't realize they snakes until you corner them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm smiling over here. You know, my mind is going.
yeah, most definitely.
You know, we had touched on this last night.
Yes.
Okay. So when I got off the phone with you last night, I was just thinking, you know, like I said, how people study you. And sometimes people waiting for you to die so they can get what you have. And it was a certain situation where this person was, I'm trying to think, was up here involved with this person who had gotten sick, had cancer. And instead of praying that things would turn around, they would call and ask about life insurance, even rushing, trying to hurry up and get married to the person. That person's no longer here with us today. You know who I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking
I
about.
know you do.
Yeah.
See, God don't like ugly. We say it all the time. It's about you sitting here, you up here plotting on somebody, and you think you're going to get away with stuff like somebody else I know. God is watching you.
You, just tell you something.
It's a lot of inside of who she talking about. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
But this is what bothers me, like the whole scenario of it all. When what you reap and what you sow
is what you reap. What you reap, what you sow.
What you sowed is you're reaping it now, right?
Oh yeah.
And then you forget that you sowed those seeds.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing about it, like, when you plant like a seed for an apple tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
One apple just don't appear on that tree.
No, it doesn't.
Multiple apples appear on that tree.
Exactly.
So you get like 20 times, sometimes 40, sometimes even 100 times what you experience and you just out. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you hurting people and you think it's cool and it look good for the moment.
Oh yeah.
And that's the reason why I say this, and it's gonna be a churchy term that I use. I'm so quick to repent, man. I'm so quick to apologize. Now, it's not going to stop me from reaping what I sowed.
Yeah.
But it shows I'm taking accountability
for your actions.
Yeah, most
we
definitely.
touched on it earlier too, how people play victim.
And so you playing victim. I never done this. I never. Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah,
you did.
That's so true.
I never lied on nobody.
But you did. You never cheated, but you did.
Yeah.
You know, and if you did, okay, you did. Own it.
Own it. Yeah, my name is Darnell Tate. I have cheated.
I have too.
Like, let's be real about this thing.
It is what it is. People do stuff for different reasons, but you did it.
But you did it. Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Know?
Let me tell you, since you talking about reap what you sow. So, like, I had a situation that that happened in one of my jobs that I have, right? So, anybody who know me, like, I would tell on myself before I allow you to tell on me.
Exactly.
And plus, you asked me, I'm gonna give you an honest answer. Like, I'm gonna tell you what my supervisor told me just recently, because a question was asked, right? And so I started getting detailed answers, and my boss put me to the side. She said, "Some responses is a yes and a no. Sometimes you don't have to add a whole lot of detail to it because it doesn't really matter."
Exactly.
But what I heard her say is, sometimes you talk too much and you get yourself caught up, right?
That's true.
So, situation came back, one of my job, question was asked. I was completely honest, right? Completely honest to the point where I said, well, if you think that I did X, Y, and Z, you can do X, Y, and Z. So lo and behold, like, somebody went back and lied and said that I was the one who said certain things to them, which I did not say.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, why would I want to do extra work? Like, that doesn't make sense at all.
Exactly.
But I always say this, and my mom used to say to me, like, those who dig in ditches don't have to worry about digging too. Because they're digging for you.
It's for themselves.
For themselves. Absolutely. So, like, and I'm not, praising what happened to nobody, because you never want to see nobody in a bad situation.
Yeah.
But when you wanted to put somebody else in a hole, you're going to find yourself in that same hole.
Exactly.
In the same situation, like, I ain't gonna say situation, but you talking about how, this person is playing the victim.
Right.
These people are playing the victim as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like, these folks just tripping, this, whatever. You wouldn't think about stuff with just tripping when you told that lie.
Yeah.
And a lie don't care who tells it.
No.
And like, so, like, I'm quick to say, hey, I was wrong for that. I should never did that. Taking responsibility.
Right.
Because sometimes saying you're sorry, it kind of softened the blow. just a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
Us, look, us we got too much stuff we know.
we do. They're like, "Darn, who is it? Who they talking about?"
I mean, it's not like
Yeah,
talking
but
about. We
yeah,
just
but yeah,
relatable situations, real deal
it
stuff. Like,
is. Yeah,
you got to be careful, like what you sow. Like,
you do.
whether you want to call it karma, what do you want to call it, you're
Yeah,
going to get it.
it's gonna come back.
It's going to
It may
come
even
back.
come back through somebody that's close to you, that's dear to you, but trust believe it's gonna come back
Yeah,
on you.
yeah,
Seriously.
yeah, definitely. So,
But see, what I love, I thank God that the family that I come from, you know, yeah. See, when you do right by people,
hmm
it will follow you. You
it
see what I'm
does.
saying? It's sort of like, what they say, any weapons formed against me shall
Shall not
not
prosper.
prosper.
No weapon.
All them weapons, they be trying to form them too.
But let's be honest about it.
Yeah,
Sometimes on foreign weapons,
yeah,
they do get across the line,
they do.
and they do land sometimes.
They do.
They
They get real close.
they get real close,
You may
and
even get cut a little bit.
yeah,
I mean, we gonna keep it 100, right?
right. We always talk about how it won't prosper, but that's some stuff that do actually prosper.
Mm,
But
it
then
is.
my mind goes back to this, like, even if it does prosper,
Mm.
here go my churchy side. I love my churchy side.
But it don't
It
kill
said,
you though, do
well, no,
it?
it doesn't
It
kill you.
doesn't kill you.
It said all things
Work
work
together
together
for the good,
for the good.
and it does.
Yeah. So even if something do cross the line where you should feel like you should be protected,
Mm-hmm.
it's a purpose behind it.
It is.
And I just had a conversation today with somebody, and we was talking about me and this person about our interaction, our relationship, and we was talking about toxic connections,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And so when the person was like, dang, I was really toxic, and I was like, yeah, you was. But this is what I said, because sometimes when you pull away from things and you see
Mm-hmm.
stuff for what it is,
Yeah.
and I said to the young gentleman, I said, out of that, I learned something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that situation that landed my way that made me feel some type of way, I
Mm-hmm.
learned something out of that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what you learned that really makes a difference. I know this has nothing to do with greed, but it's
No, but it's all tying up into it
mhm,
because I mean, I can speak from experience. Like you said, all things work together for the good. You may stuff may bother you.
yeah,
It may worry you. It may even stress you out because I mean, although you have your relationship with the Lord and you know that regardless of what goes on in your life, God is gonna bring you through it. You're still human. You're
yeah,
still in the
yeah, yeah,
flesh. You still gonna worry.
yeah.
But in the midst of going through that, you know, sometimes you have to go through stuff so you can see it,
Mm-hmm.
so you can be shown. And sometimes it takes for something negative to happen for you to even see the real person.
Yeah,
Because it all goes back to how we talked about the representatives.
yeah.
A person can represent themselves,
I'm
and
sick of them.
oh, I know, and you see the representatives when it come down to different type of relationships, and it's not always a romantic relationship that you see
Mm-hmm.
representatives come your way. And that's why I said death and divorce. That's when you'll see the true nature of a person,
Mm-hmm.
because in both situations, when you get married to somebody, you get married because you're supposed to love one another. Are you under the impression that y'all in love with each other, and that person is in your life and they gonna have your back, gonna be your biggest fan, and hey, you think y'all gonna be together forever, life partners,
Yep.
you know, and even in death, when it comes down to death, this you're dealing with all kind of things, all type of emotions are going on inside of you,
Yeah.
and it'll start off a thing that you grieving and you miss that person, you love that person, but then things come out. It comes out, and then you're angry.
Yeah. A whole lot of anger.
Oh, oh boy, you don't know whether to be pissed, mad, sad, or what. You go through the motions and stuff, and like I said, it's sad that it takes for those two things to take place for you to see who you're really dealing with,
Yeah.
who's really for you.
Yeah.
There should be a lot of people against you in both situations.
Yep. Greed is something else.
It is.
It goes back to what I said earlier. Like things are never enough. You're talking about divorce and marriage, right?
Because money's tied into both.
It is, and you had a conversation about marriage just recently, right?
We did.
So we was talking about like you build yourself up,
Mm-hmm.
you gather things, try to push, especially if you got kids,
Right.
and you want to make sure that your kids are set well. Then here comes a mate.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like you love them, you care for them, and
Yeah.
hopefully they love your kids just as much as you do. And even if they don't have the same depth of love,
Yeah.
but a level of respect,
Exactly.
because that's your child or your children.
Right.
Then something happened to you, and you come to find out that your stepmom, father, auntie, whoever did not care for you the way
you thought they did.
you thought they did.
Mm-hmm.
It changes things. So when you was talking about, how that makes you want to stay alone.
Exactly.
Not alone in the sense of not being in a relationship,
but it makes
not
you
want to
not
be
wanna,
married.
It makes you not want to get married.
Yeah.
For that, because I mean, all it ties into, divorce and even death. You know what I'm saying? You got to get married first.
I'm gonna say something that probably going to really just set a blaze to my church community.
Go ahead.
I believe in prenup.
I believe in it too.
I believe in prenup.
I'm all for
I really
prenup.
do. And this is how I see it. At the end of the day, if we stay married, you're gonna be taken care of. You're gonna be, handled properly.
Exactly.
But if we leave this relationship based upon the agreement that we made, you're not gonna leave this relationship with what I slaved
and worked hard for. Not at all.
That is not. Now, if I abuse you and you got evidence, if I cheat on you and you got evidence, you have right to take something back with you. But
keyword, you said something, not all.
SOMETHIN. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
You take something with you, like, because that means that you sacrificed just as much as I did try to keep the relationship together. I wasn't want to damage the relationship. But just because you wake up one morning and you say, I don't want to be married to you, and I deserve 75% of what you worked hard for, especially your person that did not really give too much into the relationship. And don't give me because you cooked and cleaned and washed my drawers. I don't mean no harm because I can do it myself.
I know that's right.
Like I'm sorry, y'all think I'm wrong. Y'all just pray for me. It is what I just believe in prenup, and I think if you love somebody,
yeah.
Because I have people approach me talking about, don't you want somebody who can cook and clean? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, people say that, but it's more to that. You get like
to me, it's more to that than what it is. RJ,
plug it
up. Our computer going down. Look in that bag and find the charger, sir.
Hurry up. Bless it.
Y'all, we forgot to plug up some stuff. See, you know what? Since we own that, hey, how about you all would like to donate to the Conversation Podcast? That way we could further along get in our own space. That way things can forever be plugged up instead of have to pick up, relocate, reconnect.
There we go.
Disconnect, all of that type of stuff. We would love for you all to donate to us. You can do that by Cash App, Rare Image 20. Is it 23?
23.
23?
I think it's 23, like 23.
Yeah, Rare Image 23. It was 26, but I couldn't log into the account, so they kicked me out. So it's $ Rare Image 23. You can donate to us. That we want to go through the hiccups and trying to figure out what's what and all that. Okay, that little tidbit right
we're
there.
back. Okay, so we're back.
Yeah, I believe in prenup.
I do too.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have an issue. I would not be offended at all if I was in a relationship and that subject came up. I would be all for it. And even when it comes down to wheels, we gonna keep 100. I would definitely advise people to start recording videos.
Yeah.
record videos. Let your loved ones know where your wills are located at. The people that you trust, that's gonna honor your wishes, because you got some greedy, money hungry people in this world.
You do. You do.
You do.
But this is I think this is a situation with the older generation.
Yeah, but
What I'm
like
about to say.
everybody, but everybody needs
No,
to do
no,
it.
no,
But
no.
go
What
ahead.
I'm about to say. Let me share
Yeah.
this with you. Um, the older generation, for some reason, like when it comes down to money, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, I understand that you want to protect what that you have built.
Right.
But once you get to a certain stage in your life, you start need to find somebody that you trust,
Mm-hmm.
that you can give clear directions to.
Mm-hmm. And then they carry out.
They can carry out those wishes. And the situation is like, I can't say exactly what I want to say, but I will say this. When things are kept so privately,
Mm-hmm.
it damage those that are connected close to you.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. And then everybody be left in the dark and trying to figure out what's going on. And they don't know what to say, don't know how to
Exactly.
handle. And
Mm-hmm.
then, that's when you invite all these other
Yeah,
entities
and
in
it can
play,
cause confusion,
cause a whole lot of
because just
confusion.
think
Yeah.
about what Aretha Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
Then she had more than one wheel. They was finding wheels in different locations and stuff.
Uh,
I thought, if I'm not
Somebody was
mistaken,
talking about they
they was
found
saying
one
something in the
inside of a
couch.
couch,
Yeah.
and it's like, who?
See, that's
It doesn't make any sense for that.
no,
Like,
no, it doesn't.
it doesn't, especially when you're a person that you're a multimillionaire or a
Yeah.
billionaire. It's like your
Mm-hmm.
business should be more. The business should be more in order. Your
Yeah,
affairs
you
should be
would think
straight.
so.
Yeah, but it
You would think
doesn't.
so, but
It is that the generation above us.
yeah,
They have. I'm experiencing right now. They have those issues where, like, I don't want nobody in my business. Like,
right.
I don't mean to
Yeah,
harm.
you need to have.
You're 75.
Yeah.
You
Mm-hmm.
got more days behind you. You
Yeah.
got 74 years behind you
Yeah.
than
Exactly.
you have in
Do
front of
it.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
like, get somebody you trust.
Mm-hmm.
Like Felicia said, record, video
Record,
record.
and then have, as a matter of fact, get your family members
Yeah,
together, so you don't have to repeat yourself
yeah.
to keep confusion out. So that therefore, it ain't no your word against somebody else's.
Mm-hmm.
Is I mean, because honestly speaking, death, that's a touchy subject. We had touched on that, a while back
Yeah,
when your sister was on the podcast. Jonisha,
yeah,
remember we were
yeah.
talking about insurance and stuff like that. And like I said, that death is a touchy subject. That's something we really don't like to discuss, but it's something that's certain that we know is definitely going to happen. And you need to have conversations. You need to have things in writing and in detail about how you want to carry your
You
wishes
want
out.
that wish, yeah.
And that's something we all, you need to have insurance, life insurance on yourself
And a wheel.
and your children, and you need to have a will. You need to have everything. What is to get your house in order? You need to get everything in order.
Mm-hmm.
To
Definitely
keep,
so.
so yeah, I mean, real talk, you need to do that and stuff to keep confusion out, and that's less stress on your loved ones after you're gone.
So all that secrecy need to be thrown out the window.
Yeah, I need to throw them. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it just is, and that's the reason why, like, in family situations, since we talking about that, that's that's how a lot of times greed is birth,
Yeah.
because people know, like, Felicia got money, so how can I slither my way into a situation
Mm-hmm.
where, I can get all her money? Like,
Right.
why? For
Yeah.
what? She got RJ.
Yeah, they can sit there and act like they crazy about RJ and everything.
I love you, RJ.
Uh-huh.
But it's funny that you said marriage, divorce and
And
death.
yeah,
It's, the funny part about it, both situations have something to do with something dying or have died.
exactly.
So like,
Because in a relationship,
I know, like, currently right now, and I can't speak too clearly about the situation.
mm-hmm.
But where it was a blended family,
Mm-hmm.
and oh man, they love this person.
Yeah.
Well, when somebody died, it was kind of like, I know my daddy left some money. I want my money. Where my other half of the money and all that type of
Oh
stuff.
wow.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so you got that going on right now, making threats towards the person
Yeah.
because they want some money.
Mm-hmm.
But beforehand, you the best thing since I could ever remember. I never seen
Yep.
so much happiness on this
Oh
person's
yeah.
face. Then all of a sudden, when death
Yep.
happens,
That's how they
then
do.
and especially when there's no evidence of those persons ever really come around that much. And when they did
Exactly.
come around, it's always
Oh boy.
they want something.
Yeah. That's true. I know that firsthand. I know when my grandfather died, people show started coming around. It wasn't coming when he was on this earth.
That's crazy. That is wild.
Yeah, yes, that's how it was.
That is
Yeah,
seriously wild, man.
yeah, yeah. It's just funny because supposed to be checking on you and acting like they love you, they care, and then the devil stepped into the room. Yeah,
Okay, so let me
yeah.
flip this around right
Yeah,
here.
flip it,
Okay.
baby, flip it.
Have there ever been a moment that you yourself have been the greedy one?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you no, because I can say this because I don't have to worry about anything. I talk about my great grandmother. My great grandmother, she was blind. She used to have a black bag, and she would keep money in it. She would keep money in it, and then like she used to, she would give me allowance. And she would put money back for me. But I knew where she kept her money and everything. And I could have easily took advantage of the fact that she was blind and went and got money, because I mean it's not like she would have made me tell if I took a 5 or a 10 or a 20, but nothing never came across my mind to even do that
To take from her.
Never take from her, but because I never felt a reason to have to take money from anyone, because anything I wanted, I got it. All I had to do was ask. So I could say no.
So that's money, right?
Yeah, that's
So
money.
have you ever took an extra cookie that you know you shouldn't have taken?
I probably never. But what? I told a lie. Look, I done been in relationships and I had somebody else, so that was greed, right? We was talking
That was greed.
So that was greed, right?
That was greed.
So
That was greed.
I told a lie, but I ain't never tried to, when it come down to the financial aspect of it, no,
Yeah.
I ain't never tried, so I ain't never had no reason to try to take somebody else's money. It wasn't that serious to me. It's not that serious today. I mean, I've never been one to sit back and go crazy over what the next person had, or count what they had in that period, but like, okay.
Financially wise, I haven't.
Yeah.
Financially wise,
I know, but you've been in the same boat as me.
But
yes, you have.
Yeah, I have.
Now we're being greed, yeah.
Yeah, like yeah.
But we're gonna try to do some justification though. See, hold up, back to that Bible story you was telling, about how he had, had many, but it was that one. See, that wasn't the case. Certain situations on both ends took place. Now we're gonna say that was our reason. That's why somebody extra came in the picture. It wasn't because we went searching for it. I'm trying to help you out.
I wouldn't talk about that.
You out, Darnell.
I know you are. I know you are. But I said it to be like I asked that question for this reason right here, because we don't want people to think that greed just surrounds by money. Right.
Yeah.
Greed, when it comes down to relationships, like, when you know that that you slither your way into break up somebody's relationship or plant seeds to end the situation. Now, I haven't did it completely like that, but I've been in situations where I've, like kind of blocked some situation from happening because I wanted that. And, but the funny part about that all is those are the worst situations I experienced. You hear me?
Hold up. So, well, when I did it, I was a blessing. That's how I looked at it. I was a blessing.
Yeah, I was a blessing too.
I was a blessing because
But in return,
hold up. I'm gonna say this. Now, in certain situations, I feel like this here. Okay, when you step in, you appear light a fire up on the other person who got comfortable, right?
I don't know about that.
In certain situations,
that may be your situation, but it ain't my situation. I seen something I was wanting, and I got greedy. I got greedy and went after it. But what I sold was more harm.
Okay, yeah.
I'm still not sold, but what I reaped was more harm.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're not.
So then now I'm frustrated, but as time progressed and I matured, I realized how dirty I was. Like, and I'm honest, like, because I want people to think, because people kill me like, darn it, you think you're a good too. So no, I don't done some stuff Like, I know my doo-doo stink. You ain't gotta tell me that it don't stink.
Mine smell like roses.
Man, you can say
like
that. You keep that lie.
Like cotton candy. Like it smell like
cotton candy. No, you got candy. Cotton candy. Even that good. I know. But no, I'm saying that I ain't trying to put my business out there like that. But when you live and learn.
The thing is, ain't nobody perfect.
True, but I'm just saying, like, what the manifestation of greed is. At the end, you even if you yourself not going to reap the benefits of it, your children, those who are connected to you, gonna reap the benefits of your greed, your selfishness. You's like, you may be all going, like happy, everything going straight,
but it's went down to your kids.
Yes.
And that part is so true.
Okay, Bible verse: the sins of the father visit the sons.
That is the truth. That's true.
Yes.
Think about it. Prime example: you can have a man that's a womanizer. It's just keeping with this one, that one, done had kids, I ain't there for the kids, whatever. And that man can have a child, can have a daughter.
Yeah.
And she can get involved with a man just like him.
Just like him.
There you go.
Yeah. And then you mad.
Yeah, you pissed off, but that's what you did.
But that's what you did.
Yeah.
So now your seed have to deal with
what you did.
What you did.
Your choices that you made.
Absolutely. Yeah. And even if it's not you who did it, maybe it was your daddy, and then
and it fell on you.
It fell on you or your the grandchild. Like, I believe in that. Like, for real. So I said that, like, like some of my bad experiences was because I made horrible decisions out of my own selfishness and my own need, my own greed.
Right.
Yeah. Like, real talk.
Yeah.
And so, like, and I'm being honest and sharing it with our listeners because I don't want nobody else to experience that.
Yeah.
And since we're talking about greed and we talking about the love, you know what I'm saying, of money.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And it's not just the love of money. It could be love of a whole lot of other stuff.
Other things, material things, or people.
Yeah.
You think,
yeah. So greed itself is layered. You know what I'm saying? It's very much layered.
But let me clear things up. I ain't that person anymore.
Definitely. No,
let me put that out there because if I'm in a relationship with somebody, it's us. I'm not worried about nobody else. One person is more than enough for me.
But like,
I'm
finna play your side.
Play it.
A couple of months ago, you and I had a conversation. It was talking about, childhood trauma.
Right.
And sometimes your childhood trauma or your trauma period causes you to think a certain way.
It does.
And so you make decisions based upon that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, and not justifying bad behavior.
Right.
But I think when you mature, you start doing, better. Like Paul said, when I thought as a child, I did childish things. But when I became a man, I put away childish things.
Exactly.
So you put away those kiddish things because you have matured. So we can talk about this openly and honestly because we mature individuals. We actually seen how the old folks said, the wrong or some. I don't know.
I just know I kept hearing you don't believe fat meat is greasy.
Oh, I learned fat meat was greasy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but I was trying to think of a churchy term that talks about when the error of your ways. I can't think how my mom and them used to say it, but you realize, like when you made your mistakes.
Yeah, you do.
And you're like,
Yeah, you try to do better. You try to make better choices.
Yeah.
As time goes on.
It does. I mean, I do.
Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely.
I do. But so yeah, I've been greedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when we food when we hit that buffet, your butt already full, but the mine is so big.
Let me tell you, since you talk about that, and she gonna be listening to this. I promise you she is. But like I tell everybody, when I start gaining weight.
Because of that 8-year relationship that you was in.
Well, no, that's when I packed it on. But I'm talking when I first initially start really kind of thickening it up a little more. You know what I'm saying? It start out with, I'm gonna give initials, KC.
Okay.
You would come and get me in the middle of the night. I had nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no job. I was young.
Yeah.
And you take me to all these restaurants and we just eat till our hearts got content.
Man,
yeah. So I started picking up weight then.
It's a beautiful thing.
Then I started being introduced to buffets. The only time I ate good like that, was during Thanksgiving and Christmas. Because even though we had our Sunday dinner, it was kind of like all you can eat, but you kind of knew, let's save this food for later.
Yeah.
But shoot, but 8 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from working 16-hour shifts.
Yeah.
7 days a week. bad relationship.
Yeah, they just said the
Food became
icing
my
on the
love.
cake. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
Okay.
not because I ate all the time. I
Yeah.
would come home and eat a big dinner
They didn't go to
and
sleep
go to
on it.
sleep because I was already tired
Yeah,
and
I'm guilty
drained.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why.
Well, look, we make excuse blow my sugar. That's how it was me. But I mean, I hadn't had just that much to eat early, and I was
Yeah.
not feeling the best before we started up. And I was like, I need to put some on my stomach. But between the food and the 3 leaves that I
Yeah.
took, we
Look,
good right now.
I think we both talk about that because we supposed to start at a certain time. And I said, look, I'm hungry.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And look, I heard a relief in your voice. You like,
It was-
usually, y'all say this out. Usually when I say stuff like that, she be like,
no, but this time it was then I exhaled.
you was like, I heard a pause. You was like, well, you know what, Darnell? I'm hungry too.
Yeah, I said, go home and fix me a bite.
You could put me about to eat. Ah.
There you go.
Oh, this is so funny. Great conversation,
Yeah.
as always.
That was most definitely my
Yeah.
therapy session.
Yeah. I told her the other day. I said Felicia uses the Conversation podcast as her therapy session.
It is. So like how a comedian kind of get on stage, this therapeutic for them.
Yeah.
Because whereas everybody is laughing at what they talk about, they actually telling the truth about what really took place in their life.
Well, just extended just a little
they
bit.
get
Yeah.
a little extra to it, but they
Yeah.
really, getting some things off their chest at the moment.
Definitely so. Definitely so. That's a way to get it off. I think I slick do the same thing more now than before.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. Maybe it's because our friendship. It makes me want to kind of share.
You're starting to loosen up.
Yeah.
That you are, and that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like a lot of people, carrying all that weight on them. That's stress. You realize you start to feel better. Like for me, like when I write poetry, or even when I write letters to God, it's weight lifted off of me in doing that. I mean, to each his own or whatever. But when I do that, I just feel so much lighter.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about me up here being, like something very blunt, and you say, "Now you just saying whatever come to your mind." That's true, but I feel better once I get it off. I mean, it is what it is at that point. Try it sometime.
I did the other week when I said I like cake. I said I like cake.
You sure did.
I got caught up. I said I like it. But it's okay. So this has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
No, it
But
doesn't.
the truth of the matter is, I am finding myself releasing more.
Mm,
Period. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And so it's a good thing.
Yes, it is. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day.
But that's growth, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That's
Yes, it is.
like this moving.
Moving.
You're moving.
Moving. Yeah.
We had discussed that last time.
We did.
About moving.
We did.
So you're moving. See, you stepping outside of that box that you've been in.
I'm gonna say this, and this might be a whole nother topic. One day.
I'm here for it.
The thing about moving is you stepping out what you were familiar with and what you was comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
So then when you move, you go into a whole different space, and that's the scary part.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So I don't know what tomorrow holds for me. Since we're talking about moving, this got nothing to do with greed.
Look, we're having a moment. We're
having a moment, people. Yeah, my life is changing. My thought process is changing. Belief system is changing.
I can tell.
I'm not saying it's moving from my foundation.
Yeah,
but it's definitely I'm growing. I'm exploring, not in a bad way.
Yeah,
but because it's kind of time with my mentality, my thought process.
Mm-hmm.
Like I gotta know for sure,
right,
what I believe. And I'm like that with everything. Like that's who I am. I don't jump on bandwagons. I tried to jump on bandwagons for 8.5 years.
Yeah.
But later I discovered there was nothing wrong with me. You feel me?
No, not at all.
That's topic number 3.
Yeah.
So anyway, we gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go. Y'all excuse us. Sometimes we get caught up, but this is how our regular conversations are. Period. at the end of the day. But we do appreciate you guys for jumping in on the Conversation Podcast. Y'all are some of the amazing, 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 amazing people who jump in and listen to us just rant and talk about whatever's on our mind. Because this is what the Conversations Podcast is about.
It is.
Y'all, when I get to speaking in tongues, it's because I got like 8 thoughts that I want to share with you all.
It's racing and you're trying to get all out.
Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, hey, I hope y'all enjoy the conversation. Like I said, if you want to help us get into our new space, wherever that space is, you can donate. Cash out, $ Red Image. I'm looking at her like she know. Red Image.
No,
23.
23.
Yeah. If you don't know, you can Facebook us and I can send you the information to let you know for sure. Okay. Hey, we love you and you have a good rest of the evening. Peace and out.